Welcome back to what I used to say was the best place on the internet. Is it still? I don't know, you decide. It's Giles Compiles. My first video this week is a super stylized one from 5th Unit called EXO. Now, I'm not usually a huge fan of the whole splicing in anime and weird other animated clips into your parkour videos, and as I said last week, I kind of get sick of it when it's just overbearing and takes away from the movement. But to be honest, these guys have actually done it really nicely. It complements the vibe of the video, they have this gritty track to go alongside it, and generally the whole thing works really well. My biggest issue with this video actually came with the movement and kind of the lack of movement, and then some of the filming. When these guys are moving, they're doing some decent stuff. They're throwing down some solid lines, but a lot of the video is just made up of just kind of vibey clips and things like this, which are always nice to have thrown in there, but the ratio felt a bit off to me. When there is decent movement, I felt like their choice of camera angles and where they're putting their cuts in was just not really working. There's just cuts halfway through runs where you don't really get a gist of the actual movement that they're doing because it's a little bit distracted. But overall, like, I really like the direction these guys have taken the video in, and I hope they continue down it because they're doing it well. Next up is a video that I almost didn't put in this show, and now looking back, I'm like, why the hell wouldn't I? And it's from Pulch or something like that from Ukraine. It's called Perfect Day 7. To be honest, it's dumb that I almost didn't feature him. He's a talented athlete. He puts together some solid lines. I think my problem is that the video is 4 minutes long. He uses kind of a slow paced song that wasn't really doing it for me, and he puts all of his best stuff at the end of the video. So I almost didn't make it to that point. I almost kind of just wasn't feeling it. Basically, ignore me, I'm being an idiot. He's talented, go check out his stuff and give him some support. From a video with a song that I didn't really enjoy to a video that barely has any audio at all, let alone a song, it's Danny Pierce with just a raw compilation. You might recognize Danny from a Facebook video that was going around recently of him doing just a really nice cat pass pre to the edge of a bridge over this big drop into water, and he sticks it beautifully. And he's now put together this video. It's just a huge compilation of all of his other movement, from horrendously low castaways to weird technical lines and awkward double cat passes to some seriously impressive splits. Danny appears to have it all. Go check it out. My last video this week comes from Jordan Shaw, who took a trip to the parkour paradise that is Lisbon and came back and made this video, which he aptly called Parkour Paradise. Jordan's clearly been working really hard to utilize Lisbon's incredible architecture to put together these long flowing lines that are made up of just a decent array of varied movement. He's also clearly been working hard on utilizing that really annoying editing transition where the camera just pops in and then pops out on almost every single cut. Sorry, that was kind of uncalled for. In all seriousness, I really enjoyed the video, so check out his channel, show him some love. So in community news, I received an email from Masa Suzuki, who many of you will know. He's one of those guys who just seems to be everywhere at the same time, whether it be Denmark or Japan or America or many places. But from what he tells me, they are opening their own parkour academy in Japan. It's going to be called the Gemstone Gym Parkour Academy. He linked me to a website which unfortunately I don't understand a word of because it's all in Japanese, but from what I understand, it's opening in early April. It's going to be coaching parkour, acrobatics, gymnastics. Great news. So if you're in the area, check it out, show them your support. In other news, Stora are hosting a weekend jam at the Level Up Academy in Leeds. It takes place on the 15th and 16th of April. There's a whole load of different ticket pricing depending on if you want to do classes with them or stay overnight or just attend the open jam. Hit the link in the description to find out all the information. So in more jam related news, myself and all of the Motus sponsored athletes are going on tour. I've spoken about this before, but you know, it's my show, so I'm allowed to do what I want. We're also going to be bringing along George McGowan, who is that incredibly talented athlete popping out of Ireland at the moment, so he's going to be joining us for every single date. Some of these jams are taking place in smaller gyms and therefore have a certain capacity limit. Make sure you book your tickets online now so that you don't miss out on the day. Hit the link in the description below for all of the information regarding each jam. You'll also notice that Stora's event in Leeds clashes with our London jam, but the London jam's free and this pretty little face is going to be there. And that's all for this episode of Giles Compiles. Tomorrow I am off to Morocco for a week, so 100% there won't be an episode next week. Also, looking at where we're going to be filming in Morocco, I might die or probably get arrested. I don't know, but yeah. Apologies if there's no more episodes ever. If I do make it back in one piece, submit your videos to gilescompiles@gmail.com and you might have a chance of getting featured. Goodbye. Oh, my knees.